I introduced XLAs, experience level agreements, which is something that you guys are really, really big on. And they've been trending across IT conversations, right? So that's a more recent phenomenon. But for small businesses, what makes this shift from SLAs, service level agreements, to XLAs truly meaningful? I mean, how does AI help bring this transformation?
Yeah, first, it's great to be here. It's great to be connecting with you both and the audience here. I think about this in a few different dimensions. I think this is probably one of the most exciting times to be within IT. I think AI has really added a level of dimension that is just really exciting. But when I think about this question, I go back just a little bit a few years ago to ITIL and when the new ITIL standards. And for those that aren't familiar with ITIL, it's sort of the most popular and recognized framework for understanding IT service management. It really is a important governance framework for defining, IT service processes and capabilities. And in 2019, they released the latest version of ITIL, ITIL 4. And that new version really put a larger emphasis on things like automation, speed, agility, and value for the end user. And so even before sort of, ChatGPT became a thing, I feel like there was this sort of growing sense of urgency within IT conversations to shift towards an orientation around these elements like value for the end user and automation. And now with AI, I feel like this just gives us a kind of a supercharge, a hypercharge to make that vision come to life even more. And so, you think about it, the traditional SLAs, things like response times and response rates, don't truly capture that value for the end user. And I think that's where AI gives us a new framework, a new tool for really um, going beyond going beyond those metrics to really generating a great experience for the end user in a way that maybe we couldn't have even imagined when something like ITIL 4 came out. So I think it's just a great time to be in IT, and I think AI gives us this whole new way of being creative and innovative and delivering an experience that is actually improving the productivity of employees. So those are some of my thoughts. But Joshua, I'd love to hear your perspective. I know you're sort of on the ground and living this. Does any of that resonate? And how are you all thinking about it at United Trust Bank?
I think it's a great point and great to be here today. I think for me, when I look at XLAs, it's a shift from the historic way of IT teams dealing with their customers and looking at things in a post-operative way that delivers less than optimum outcomes. And an XLA for me is looking at that customer experience and taking it to the next level. And how do we make sure the experiences are not just memorable for our customers, but also they're tangibly improving based upon the delivery of the service they receive. And so that's what's really important to us at United Trust Bank.